Good morning. I have no doubts that this camera is going to be caked with muck, dirty grime by the time we're up the mountain, but on the bottom here it's not too bad. This is what our load looks like. Happy Friday. The bundles with the blue wrap I picked up at a different location. Had a load on a bit of a hill, so I had to kind of guess at the weights because the gauges don't read 100% accurate when you're not at a flat, you're at an angle. But I hit the scale, we're pretty darn good. Jess is throwing some burgers into the toaster oven back there. How's it going, Jess?
It's going.
I have both microphones.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Burgers going in. That'll be right after this video. We'll eat some lunch. All right, let's head up the Coquihalla. What?
You need my microphone.
Well, you hurry up.
You know what? You know.
Let's head up the Coquihalla highway through hell. Closure is not an option.
Then take the second left.
I was talking about weights. So at the scale I rolled across.
Turn right on Highway 1, then take the second left.
I was 5,200 kilograms on my steer axle. I was 16,000. My brain's not computing. Where are you going, bud?
It's from Washington. Give him a break.
Yeah, that's true. Tourist. My drives. Shut up, Carmen. My drives were 16,000. My bridge, that's the center of the two trailers, was 22,100 kilogram. And then my pup, the rear axles, were at 16,250. So in hindsight, I could have moved a little more weight forward for the Coquihalla, just in case it's slippery up there. I'm sure it's going to be wet. We'll see if it's slippery. I don't know why I'm signaling that way still. So 5,200 plus 16,000 plus 22,100 plus 16,250. What is that?
59,550.
59,550. Kilograms. And in pounds, what's that in pounds?
Good thing we have a phone with a calculator converter. Wow. 131,285 pounds.
So take that, all you Americans running below 80,000 pounds. I'm 51,285 heavier than you guys are.
Train.
Canadian National.
There's been a lot of trains today. This is like the 6th one, maybe 7th. It's been a lot.
So basically, I'm almost 2 U.S. trucks. In fact, if you took another truck, you could probably put this barely, I don't know if it'd be even legal if you took the load off, because the extra truck weighs a lot too.
Yeah.
if you took half this load off and put half the load on another truck, would that fill 2 American trucks? I think that would max out 2 American trucks.
It's crazy to think about.
So here in Canada, we do half the trips for the same amount of freight.
But our roads, do we do more wear and tear? Or?
Oh, there's more wear and tear on the roads, yes, absolutely. Not a significant amount more, but there is more. We spread that weight out over more axles though with a B train. Having said that, if you're running a B train in the U.S., in the states that it's legal, they're not legal in every state, but in the states that it's illegal, you can run more than 80,000 pounds.
Yeah, it's just you need a permit.
You need a 2-trailer permit. Yeah.
We're pretty familiar with that one.
And you need to have a check mark on your license that you're allowed to run 2 trailers. Not so much here in Canada. Once you have your class 1s, you have it for everything except for hazardous materials. You need a hazmat ticket, but other than that, you can run anything.
I thought in Ontario it was a little bit different.
Oh, different provinces are different, yeah.
So you can't just say all of Canada.
Fine, British Columbia.
That's better.
A little sassy, are we?
Look at all the snow there and no snow here.
Just the dusting and snow here, yeah? Just the dusting. It's plus 1 degree Celsius, just above freezing point.
It is supposed to snow on the passes later today.
Well, let's beat that.
Dry BC says the connector is a little icy right now out to the summit on our side.
The Coquihalla or the connector?
Connector.
Connector, okay. So, yeah, hopefully you don't spin out on that. I've had a couple of close calls this year on the connector being very slippery. And we're heavy, guys. I'm climbing at 33 kilometers an hour, which is 20 miles an hour. Speed limit over here is 110 kilometers an hour, which is 70 miles an hour, a little under. So we're making a hard climb here, and we're not even on the Coquihalla yet.
I'm sure I feel like I can get out and walk faster pretty soon.
We're going to be going pretty slow. Probably half the speed on the Coquihalla, going through the bare snow shed. We're probably down to 20 some kilometers an hour.
Clogged up together here right now.
Bit of a cluster.
That's an Edmonton fire truck.
Edmonton fire truck. Must have sold it.
Yep.
going to Richie Bros for auction.
Or something, but you'd have to get it safetied over here, so why not just auction it over there?
I don't know. Better market here because all the forest fires.
Maybe. I think Alberta's had their share of fires recently too, so.
Move over, let all the people taking Highway 3 pass us in the left, on the right. Pass us on the right. I'm dyslexic, left, right. I don't know if it's your left or my left or. We're delivering this. We picked this up in 2 locations, one in Langley, one in Abbotsford. And then double tag me. There's a sandwich there for a second. We're delivering this in Kelowna. Get that delivered today, and then we're done. Happy Friday. The sun's actually coming out over here. It's kind of nice. I was expecting today to be a cloudy day, but so far, so good.
I think that cold front had moved through, and that's why it's going to snow a bit. Warm up a little.
Oh yeah, we should talk about the microphones. I think this is the new setup. Right here, this is the setup we're going to use. Whenever Jess is along, this is the setup we're going to use. I don't know what I might just go mono when I'm running, but or just use both microphones. But everybody loved the stereo. Only one person voted against the stereo. Everybody else was go stereo, go stereo. And then most people went with -5 decibels for the sound suppression. The problem with -5 is the engine is, you can't hear it as clear. A lot of people said 0, so there's almost 50-50, 0 decibel and -5. So I've decided we're going to go in between the two at -3. You can hear the engine a little bit better, but you can still clearly hear Jess.
Well, let's see if that works when you edit it tonight, and
Yeah.
go from there, right?
Since the vote was kind of 50-50 on between 0 and -5, why not kind of split that and go in the middle? And everybody's not happy. Nobody got what they wanted.
Hey, what if people didn't know -3 was an option?
Every number is an option.
Oh,
From 0 to -12 and 0 to +12 is an option.
what if they only thought it went up in 5 increments or lower 5 increments?
And yeah, that's the way I sold it. So
Yeah, so
that was the rock cut following the Coquihalla River. Doing 105 kilometers an hour. Speed limit is 120 kilometers an hour now, which is 75 miles an hour. So the thing that makes this highway dangerous is there's going to be cars driving up this mountain at 120, 130 kilometers an hour. In British Columbia, you can get away with doing 10 kilometers over the speed limit. no cop will even look at you. So 120 kilometers an hour, 130 kilometers an hour, so 80 miles an hour, a little over 80 miles an hour. Cars will be zooming along while I am going to be in the slow lane at about 20, 25 kilometers an hour, which is about between 10 and 15 miles an hour. So to the cars that are doing full speed, over the speed limit, it's as if I'm stopped. And often those cars come up in the slow lane behind me and take way too long to move over. But if you see a big rig climbing the hill, just move over. Move over early. Move over earlier than you think, because most of you don't move over early enough. What are you looking at?
Snowpack level report. I was like, there's no snow up here.
There's not a lot of snow here. There should be some at the top, right?
Yeah, but not enough. I can't really tell where the Coquihalla is on this map. Because they do it by district, right? Like Lower Fraser's, Skagit, Milkmead, Lower Thompson. Like, it doesn't show highways. Skagit is only 18% of snowpack level. And then Milkmead 68%, Lower Fraser's 85%, but Lower Thompson, going up to Kamloops, is 133%. So they have more snow than usual. And Okanagan is 102%, they say. It just doesn't feel like we have any amount of snow to be up there in that percentage.
Not enough snow, yeah. I mean, if they're saying some of it's average, I don't know. I guess they're the scientists that measure this stuff, but it doesn't feel right. Climb, baby, climb. Beautiful with the sun behind us like this. It's the best time to shoot video. Just need snow. The river is pretty darn empty. But as far as needing snow, let's hold off on that until we're over the connector. Then it can snow all at once.
I don't know. We probably have a couple mountain passes to go for tomorrow still. I love watching the waterfalls.
Yeah, the camera's on the wrong side for that. You want to pass that camera over?
Well, then you're going to want it over here too.
Well, yeah. Well, no, don't leave it on there.
Okay, leave it on there.
Just the camera itself.
Okay,
The
let me
camera itself detaches. And then we need a mount on this side where we just click in, right?
Oh. See, it just detaches.
Yeah, you just click the two buttons and it detaches. Apparently you're not capable of.
My hands are not strong enough.
They're little tabs that you click in.
Yeah,
it's
but
not hard.
Look, I needed two hands to do that. Oh.
Frozen icicles on my side. Frozen little waterfalls
All
on
it
mine.
says your hand is much bigger than my small hand.
They're little tabs you have to press. It should be super
I
easy.
have to go over this mount.
Okay. We'll train you one of these days.
I can say that to you about two things too.
This is true. This is true. So far the road's nice and dry. Lots of icicle waterfalls on that one. Some more icicle waterfalls coming up over there.
So I wonder with what seems like not a lot of snow, if the bears would be out of hibernation a lot earlier and confused.
I think they're less active because of the temperature, not so much for the snow.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's more concerning that the temperature is so warm that the bears might come out early. Because bears don't hibernate the way we were taught in school. They don't go to sleep over the winter. They're just couch potatoes.
Yep.
They find a cave and just chill out. They're still moving around a little bit, and they're just in the winter. They just get very lazy. That's all. They try to conserve energy.
And they just do a den because that's where the heat radiates back. So.
Some of those potholes. This bridge got kind of rebuilt. I guess this bridge did, but they had to rebuild the foundation underneath this from the flooding, and not the actual bridge, but they had to redo all the rock on the bottom. It's a couple of years now. Had massive flooding here that took out bridges, but it's all back to normal now. Had a couple of scares where we thought there would be lots of flooding, but then the temperature got cold enough for the snow to melt slow. Not an issue so far. Here's our chain up area. Sawakwa.
I think you're close.
One of those. You know what? Maybe all of them are wrong.
That's why I just say you're close.
I have personally never chained up here.
I've been kind of lucky to avoid it during like a crazy snowstorm.
I've had chain up lights on once in the last 7 years on the Coquihalla on Box Canyon. And then, wait, I didn't even chain up that time. The chain up lights were on, and then DOT came into the chain up area and said, don't worry about the chains, you can leave the chains off. So I've never actually chained up on the Coquihalla.
And I think there's only once or twice we've been like, we'll take a different route when we know it's stormy.
We've done that before. We've avoided the Coquihalla and taken Highway 3 instead.
But most of the time it's just this average day where we've never been in the crazy snowstorm, which I'm kind of okay with.
And I'm looking at the weather right now. There's some clouds moving in over there. I mean, the sun's not beating down very hard, so the clouds are getting thicker. So I think we'll definitely beat the snowstorm, though.
That's good. I think they only said like 3-4 centimeters or something like that.
But with lots of wind.
Yeah. I guess it's the rest of the cold front moves through, maybe. Which I'm sure the van trucks are really no fun.
This has been a fun week.
It's been a good week.
Fish and chips that I'm going to remember for a long time.
Me too. Really enjoyed those. And the hard part of finding something that delicious, there's nowhere to duplicate it close to home.
No, because you can't get fresh fish that fresh anywhere but on where the fish is caught.
Yeah.
Lots of frozen waterfalls there. Still plus 1 degree Celsius. It's not getting colder as we climb. Okay, we put our 4-way flashers on. We're losing a lot of speed here.
We'll have to do a dinner date at our Chinese food sit-down place we like.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Haven't done that in a while.
And they always give you so much food that we always have leftovers for a couple days. It's really good though. I was thinking about making like chicken fried rice this weekend, but we'll see. Kind of what I feel like right now. I can always see this crack underneath the bridge and always worries.
It's just washed out down there, and it's like, is that not going to be a structural issue soon? But underneath the bridge, the foundation of the bridge is eroding that badly. You guys need to take care of that water. Make sure it's not eroding that
Yeah.
the foundation of this bridge. Down to 25 kilometers an hour. It's about 16 miles an hour, 15, 16, 17 miles an hour.
I always enjoy trying to see how far down I can see here.
This is where the reverse rear-facing cam. Oh, rear-facing cam's on the wrong side. Huh, didn't think that through. Guess we're not going to get good rear-facing cam shots today.
Well, that waterfall's kind of trickling.
Yeah,
Oh, this one's kind of pretty here.
yeah, that's a cool one. I can fix the rear-facing cam at the next brake check or next chain up.
And you could.
Move it over to the other side.
There's a waterfall in there too. They're everywhere. I remember at one time I tried counting them.
No, there's just waterfalls everywhere.
Yeah.
There's no counting them, no naming them.
But you get them on the other side of the valley too. In the right weather, you see all these
They're just
beautiful
everywhere.
waterfalls.
Sure, some of them have names, but When there's that many, you'd stop naming them all. Up to 30 kilometers an hour.
I don't think I could really actually walk faster than this, but it'd be funny to try.
You can't run at 30 kilometers an hour. You're such a slow walker. Don't even pretend that's a thing. I'm definitely a fast walker.
So, I have seen this thing going around that apparently they did a study. The faster you walk, the more unhappy you are in life.
Really? I'm a fast walker and I'm not unhappy.
We know faster walkers in our life.
There's not a lot of people who walk faster than I do.
You walk pretty slow.
Only when you're around, honey. Only when you're around.
So, you'd improve the study wrong then?
I'm a fast walker. I've always been a fast walker and I'm pretty damn happy. I think that study is mistaken.
Maybe it was a certain percentage, I don't know. It might be a very small percentage.
I lower my standards when you're around.
I got the reaction he wanted, don't worry. Don't worry. And here's something about I lowered my standards as well.
I think, honestly, that's what marriage is about, is lowering standards on certain things for each other. Where it's like, oh, okay, you like to do things that way. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
You have to compromise.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, normally my standards would be here, but you like it that way? Yeah, you know what? That's not a make or break deal. I can lower my standards to what you do and not feel broken.
I think after, 15 years of marriage or something, I don't know. I'm trying to do math now.
I've lowered my standards a lot.
No, I think, I was going to say I think we're to the point we can banter like this a lot more.
We've left the Coquihalla River behind us and now we're following the Boston Bar Creek the rest of the way up.
So, oops.
This is a tiny little chain-up area. Porta. Is it Porta or Portilla?
I don't honestly know.
I like saying porta potty.
Porta potty. Oh dear. I'm not sure. I know they're like Shakespeare, and I'm not really.
I'm not, yeah.
Yeah.
If I knew Shakespeare, I would know how to pronounce it.
Besides that one time in high school where we were forced to read it, I don't really know.
Okay, quick camera swap and then we'll continue up.
No, there's dust. Gotta wait.
Okay, let's go.
Well, that's what he said. You gotta get in front of that Super Bee.
Thank you, sir, for pulling over.
How do you know it's a sir?
Fine, thank you, ma'am, for pulling over.
Thank you, driver.
Thank you, driver, for pulling over. Jess is educating me.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of women drivers on the road.
There are.
Especially when it comes to like driving or what do you call it? Pin to pin.
Pin to pin, yeah.
That's pretty easy to do, right?
It's
So
physically less intensive, yeah. If you're a skinny little girl, you can do pin to pin. Or a
Yeah.
skinny little boy. I know I had one guy that watched our videos and was convinced to become a trucker and started throwing straps and immediately went, I can't do this. I'm too small and skinny to throw straps. Threw his shoulder out. I'm like, well, first off, you're probably not throwing straps right. I wish they had let me train people on how to throw straps. They're brand new rookie drivers. Because you can throw straps and destroy your shoulder, or you can throw straps in a way that it feels like you're putting in bare minimum effort. Technique is important, and the location you're standing is important too. Stand a lot further away from the trailer than you think you need to. It's easier.
I think that goes with a lot of it though. Your bungees, your straps, your tarps.
Find the right technique and
yeah.
life gets easier, yeah.
And thankfully this one wasn't tarped. It made it a lot easier.
Yeah, especially with my finger being just black. My finger's almost back to normal color, a little purplish still, but the nail has gotten like solid black, or at least half the nail is like solid black. It's been a week now. It still hurts. It's amazing how many things you accidentally brush and touch with your fingertip.
Yep.
Because once it hurts as much as your finger does now, every little brush is agonizing pain. I guess not agonizing pain is gone, but it's still super sensitive. Any pressure from the bottom of the finger pushing up into the nail, that's pretty painful. So rolling up tarps is painful.
I helped with that.
She did. Bungees can be painful if you get them the wrong way, and trust me, you get a bunch of them the wrong way.
The problem I have with the bungees is I try to help, but you want them so tight they're not throwing my shoulder out.
You want the tarps to be nice and snug.
And also not tall enough sometimes to reach the rings. But, you know, I help where I can.
Yeah, it's better if you get the bungees on the taller, higher up rings. But if you're short, you just get the bottom rings. It's not as good, but you can get away with it.
Starting to feel hungry.
Toaster oven's smelling pretty good.
Oh, we have pickles. I'm definitely putting pickles on those burgers.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I remembered those this week. Simple thing like pickles. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of comments about people that don't like pickles.
Who doesn't like pickles? Come on.
Your brother doesn't like pickles. He says he only eats them after like workout or whatever.
When we say pickles, you can pickle and almost anything. So you have to say pickled cucumbers.
I'm giving you that look because just
Pickled
like
beets, pickled eggs, pickled.
okay, we're going back to when I say ice skating. Like no, we can just only say skating.
When you say pickles, it means cucumbers.
Yeah, just like when I say skating, you go ice skating. So that's why I just say pickle.
You can even pickle a baby pig.
You can pickle a lot of things. I have some pickled asparagus at home I have to try.
Pickled asparagus.
I love asparagus. I'm waiting to see how I feel about that.
Yeah, pickling used to be a lot more important in our society before refrigeration was a thing. Pickling was incredibly important. That's how you survive the winter, by pickling all your food in fall.
Yeah.
Pickling all your food and then drying out, or pickling all your vegetables and fruit and stuff like that.
And candy.
And drying out fruits and drying out meats.
So a lot of it you can can, not just pickle, right?
Yeah, canning versus pickling. And then potatoes could be stored in cold storage in the dark, so eat a lot of potatoes in the summer or in the winter.
I don't know. Whenever I buy potatoes, they still hate me no matter where I store them.
Yeah, but we don't have a cold, dark place to store them,
No.
other than in the fridge. Here's the famous Box Canyon chain-up area. I'll tell you what, the Highway Through Hell video crew don't have much to shoot this year.
No. Didn't you say they're doing Kootenai Pass as
They were
well?
going to shoot a lot of Kootenai Pass, which in fall there, Kootenai Pass got a lot of snow. So hopefully they got a lot of video in fall there. Early winter. Kootenai Pass is pretty good there for a bit. For lots and lots of snow there. Lots of road closures there. But I'm betting they're already struggling to find more footage. It's like, we should have shot more footage in fall when it was snowing hard.
Yeah.
No trucks in the left lane begins. Here's the. What are your bets? How many trucks are we going to see in the left lane going up today?
1.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I want to say 0, but I'll just go with 1 because why not?
I'll go with 0 today.
Of course.
Here's the section we call the Smasher. Because from
Oh, that fire truck.
what?
I couldn't read.
Couldn't read it either. But yeah, fire trucks headed to the coast. Excuse me. They could be headed down to California.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like,
If you're coming from Edmonton,
Yeah.
you would take Highway 5 down this way,
they
and
might be heading
then
because
I-5 all the way down.
yeah, because there's a new fire in that area as well now. They could be going down there.
This section is called the Smasher because it's the section that truckers both uphill and downhill drive the very slowest. So the closing rate for vehicles and trucks, this is where it's the most dangerous. And you almost always have breakdowns as well. Most of the time they're off the highway. Not in a lane of travel, but sometimes they're in a lane of travel.
Does
8% grade.
Does it tell you what year they made the snow shed in?
What's that?
What year did they build the snow shed? Does it
I
tell
don't know.
you?
Right
Oh,
there.
I missed it.
Here, guys, we have to. Gotta get the good honk in the snow shed. It's not a tunnel per se, but it echoes nicely.
It does echo nicely. So what can I say that doesn't encourage it? Wait, you're gonna do it anyways.
A little bit more snow here. We're doing 23 kilometers an hour, which is, looks like gauge about 14 miles an hour.
Still not a lot of snow. There's times where we couldn't see over it in our personal vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah. The snow should be tall enough that cars can't look over and see the viewpoints. Maybe those years that I remember like that were just a higher, more than normal, above average.
Could be.
We just had so many years like that that I guess that's just what I expect. Climb, baby, climb. I'm not sure why they haven't cleaned out the snow on the side here between the no posts and the road.
Yeah.
Get a front end loader and clear that out.
They have the snowblower thing at the chain up I saw.
Okay, maybe they're working on it.
Yeah. I saw it parked down there. But you thought they would have done it during this week when we didn't get snow?
And avalanche area, you guys see how tall that sign is?
Yeah.
There's a reason why that sign is so tall, because often the snow is at a level where the snow is almost covering up that sign.
Even the sign in the middle here.
Yeah, they're tall signs, yeah. Because of the snow level normally. Like the video I did last week called, "Where's the snow? Where's the snow?" I shouldn't complain about it too much because I sure haven't been doing a lot of chain up this year.
Yeah, but we know what it means for our summer.
Yeah. Well, it also, you could get a lot of rain in spring. And then that saves our summer. We've had that
Yeah.
often happen where we just got a lot of rain in spring. And then we didn't have to worry about forest fires as much. Almost to the top.
And it's what, +1 degree?
It stayed at +1 the whole way,
Yeah.
which is weird. It's like, tap the thermometer. You okay, bud? Are we actually at +1?
What is he carrying? He's coming down really slow.
I don't know. Not steel because there's too much on there, but something heavy. Day cab. Could be concrete blocks.
I've seen quite a few concrete today. They
Would be the right height for concrete blocks.
But they need to be tarped for some reason.
It could be bagged cement.
Something heavy.
A load of bagged cement would be heavy enough to come crawling down the highway.
See, now the snow's piled up from that, and the sign's really tall.
Why is the sign still folded in half?
I don't know what one that would be for.
Unless it's just covered in snow. It's just covered in snow. It's not folded in half.
Oh, gotcha.
It just needs to be cleaned.
Yeah.
People keep waving at me on the other side, truckers.
Trying to think of what he's hauling.
It looks like chicken cages or turkey cages.
Yeah.
2 of them in a row. That's what my guess was.
People are waving at you. It's cool.
Yeah, guys coming down the hill are waving at me. I'm waving back, but now last one had 2 people in the truck waving.
Maybe they recognize us.
I don't think I'm that famous.
And they're pulling over there.
Yeah, they're both pulling in at the top.
Water bottles.
There we go. The hardest part's done. I guess we're kind of losing a lane here, aren't we? It's really 2.5 lanes here, so I'll just take up both so nobody gets any ideas. And the snow removal crew has not done a very good job. Like in weather like this, they should be removing the snow between the no post and the road so we get full 3 lanes.
I wonder if it's a budget thing or the vehicle's down for maintenance or. Yeah. I don't know how many of the drivers actually are like on call or full time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They might be saving money by not calling people into work.
Chain off area, Coquihalla Summit. Still going uphill. But a lot less steep uphill.
Can't I say we're saying there for chain off and washroom 8 kilometers
8
ahead?
kilometers ahead, yeah. It's a good sign. That way you're like, it's pretty sketchy here. Do I take the chains off? Wait, 8 kilometers ahead, I can take them off there. You know what, it's sketchy enough, I'll take them off at 8 kilometers.
Does I think Google Maps puts a washroom here? Or icon or something?
Top of the world. I mean, I guess not all the way up, but it's as high as this highway gets. And no, by far, it's not the highest pass in British Columbia. The connector is definitely higher. And Kootenay Pass is even higher.
Yeah. But this one's well known because it goes to Vancouver.
It's the famous one. And that's the summit right there. It's all downhill from here. Wishful thinking. There's lots more ups and downs, but it's all more downhill than uphill. Well, no, connector is more uphill, so never mind. I'll shut up now.
For this mountain pass, it's more downhill than uphill.
So we get to Merritt. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Haven't done the Coquihalla in a good long while, so kind of fun to get off of Highway 3 for once in a while. We'll catch you guys tomorrow in the bonus video. If you guys have hit that join button for like $1 a month, you get the bonus video tomorrow. And if not, we'll see you on Monday's video. I'm not sure where and what we'll be doing Monday's video, but
I will be with you next week.
I'll be delivering at Kelowna Airport again, so we'll see. We'll see how
Oh,
that.
I get to miss that again?
Yep.
Oh, one of these weeks.
So tentatively, you're taking 1 week off and then back in 2 weeks.
Tentatively.
Tentatively.
Got some personal things, of course, right, to figure out.
Well, yeah, we've talked about
I
that.
know, but
We talked about it on Monday's video. The Patreon link down below to support us or support Jess's brother.
Patreon, GoFundMe.
Or not Patreon, GoFundMe. GoFundMe. Jess's brother. Having the last 2-3 days have been good days. So
He's responding well to treatment.
still in the ER. But doing good the last couple of days, so which is awesome.
It is.
So thank you for those of you that have gone to the GoFundMe and helped us out. Well, I always say us, I mean helped out Jess's brother and Jess's brother's spouse. So appreciate all the support. For now, we are out of here. You guys absolutely rock.
Adios.